Mr. McDonald, were you part of the DOJ's weaponization working group?
Senator, as referenced earlier in some questioning during the hearing today, the weaponization working group, as commissioned by the President.
A simple yes or no would do. Were you part of the weaponization working group?
Senator, as I referenced earlier in questions before the panel, the weaponization working group, as commissioned by the President and then the Attorney General,
I still haven't gotten an answer. Were you involved with the weaponization working group, yes or no?
This was supposed to be a routine confirmation hearing. Instead, it turned into a glaring spotlight on something much darker. The quiet normalization of a Justice Department that may no longer believe it has to answer to anyone.
It's a simple question. You were either involved with it or you weren't.
Senator, as referenced earlier.
Yes or no, Mr. McDonald?
Senator, as I referenced earlier.
I'm not interested in what you referenced earlier. I'm asking you a simple question right now, not earlier, but right now. Were you part of the weaponization working group at Justice, yes or no?
Senator, as I referenced earlier,
okay, you're not going to answer the question. You're not going to answer the question.
Was rightly identified.
I don't know why you won't answer a simple question, but let me ask you a different question. Do you believe that members of the weaponization working group need to abide by the Justice Department manual? Yes or no?
Senator, as a career federal prosecutor,
I'm asking you a simple question.
I am
yes
very well familiar with the U.S. Department of Justice Manual.
I'm glad you are. Do you feel the manual applies to people in the weaponization working group? Do they have to abide by it? Yes or no?
Senator, as you know,
why is that a difficult question for you to answer? Do you believe that members of the weaponization work group have to abide by ethical practices?
Senator, all Department of Justice employees every day.
Is that a yes?
Every day.
I'm asking a very specific question, not about all department employees, but about employees in the weaponization working group. Do they have to abide by the Justice Department manual, yes or no?
Senator, all Department of Justice employees.
So that's a yes?
Operate within the provisions of the Justice Manual.
Mr. McDonald, is that a yes?
Senator, I would refer you to the answer that I just gave.
Or is the weaponization working group something different? Are you suggesting that it's different, that it doesn't have to abide by the ethics manual, that it doesn't have to abide by ethics at all? Why are you refusing to answer a simple question?
Senator, I'm not refusing to answer your question.
Well, do the members of the working group have to abide by the Justice Department manual?
Senator, as I referenced in my previous answer, all Department of Justice employees.
I'm not interested in your previous answers. You can't answer a simple question, or you won't, which leads me to suspect you believe they don't have to apply, they don't have to live up to the standards of the Justice Manual. So let me ask you a different question. In your time working with this group, did you ever observe any of the other members of the weaponization working group violate the Justice Department manual, yes or no?
Senator, the weaponization working group has been working to illuminate the facts.
I'm not interested in a filibuster of an answer. Did you observe members of the working group, or did you yourself violate the Justice Department manual?
Senator, as referenced in prior answers,
so let me ask you another question.
The weaponization working group has been working.
Did you witness members of the weaponization working group mishandle grand jury material?
Senator, as I referenced earlier,
I'm not interested in
the weaponization working group has been working to understand the facts and events underlying significant weaponization of the government during the Biden administration.
Mr. Chairman, I'm asking for a simple question. I would ask your help in getting a direct answer. I've asked the witness whether he believes members of the weaponization working group at the Justice Department need to abide by the Justice Department's own Justice Manual. Would you assist me in getting an answer to that question?
No, I will not assist you.
Okay. Well, you have the Chairman's support in not answering the question, so let me try another question. Or let me see if I can get clarity again. Did you ever witness any of the members of the working group violate rules regarding grand jury secrecy? Yes or no?
Senator, as I referenced in my prior testimony, the weaponization working group
You won't
is
answer that
working
question.
diligently to
So let me
understand the
ask you- let me
historic
ask you
abuses and
one last question
weaponization
and
of
see
the
if you're
Department
willing
of
to
Justice
answer it.
in the Biden
Mr.
administration.
McDonald, did you ever witness anyone in the weaponization working group violate the law? Yes or no?
Senator, I would refer you to my prior answer.
Your prior answer was to obfuscate, and it's become very clear you're unwilling to answer very simple questions, because it's very clear what that weaponization group is all about, and that is using the awesome powers of the Department of Justice to go after the president's enemies. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
In this exchange, Senator Adam Schiff presses Trump's DOJ nominee, Colin McDonald, over one very simple issue: whether he was part of the so-called weaponization working group inside the Department of Justice. And what follows isn't just evasiveness. It's something more disturbing than that. So here's my long, blunt conclusion. We are living in a time when democratic norms don't collapse in dramatic coups. They erode through hearings like this, through unanswered questions, through the slow acceptance of non-answers as good enough. The Department of Justice must be bigger than any president, whether that president is Republican or Democrat. It must be bound by rules that apply equally to friend and foe. It must be transparent when asked whether it is following its own manual. If a nominee cannot say plainly that members of a DOJ working group must follow DOJ ethics rules, that nominee should not be confirmed. Period. Accountability is not partisan. Oversight is not optional. And the power of prosecution is too dangerous to be shielded from scrutiny. If we want to preserve democratic institutions, we have to demand clarity, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. Because the moment we stop demanding answers to simple yes or no questions is the moment we signal that power no longer needs to justify itself. And that's how democracies weaken, not with explosions, but with evasions. If you believe the Justice Department must remain independent and accountable, no matter who sits in the Oval Office, then share this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments. And make sure you're subscribed, because these hearings are telling us exactly where this country is headed, and we need to be paying attention every step of the way.